today's video, guys. As you can see, I'm still here because we haven't received any news yet from my application to the Department of Health, so that's why we're continuing with this reaction. So as long as I'm here, I'll be joining this video. Right, please.
Yes.
I've done a lot of this actually.
Okay.
So, for today's video, guys, we're going to react to a documentary, more specifically the Quint's documentary of why Kota kills. What's Kota?
I don't know. I think why Kota, because I think Kota is the person, name the person.
Okay.
Something like that. So I've searched, guys, of what we're going to react. So I found this video. So I talked to my husband to do a reaction about this why Kota kills.
Which we have no idea, but apparently since this is a documentary,
yes,
we're gonna go figure this out. So,
yes, we didn't know yet, so
yeah, let's go ahead and see what this is and why it's happening or why it happened or what something. But anyways, before we begin, man, you already know the drill. Hit that subscribe if you haven't already and hit that bell so you'll be updated with our latest reactions. And if you're gonna like the video by the end of it, hit that like and let us know in the comment section what other videos you'd like us to react to next time.
yes, guys, so without further ado, let's get started.
What pushes a bright 17-year-old to jump to her death? Kriti is the 5th student to commit suicide in Kota this year. Last year, they were 19. The year before, 45. Why does Kota kill?
So Kota is an institution
Yeah.
or a college or something like that.
Of engineering.
Yes.
Sarthak's final goodbye before the financial pressure choked the life out of him. Many like him scribble their prayers on temple walls, hoping someone will hear them. But Sarthak's story is not his alone.
मेरी मम्मी ने तो यानी कि होते हैं सोने चांदी उसको जमा कर दिए गिरवी में दे दिए उसके बाद मुझे यहाँ भेजा गया.
Kota, the country's largest coaching factory, where do or die is not a mere metaphor.
ये नहीं हुआ तो फिर क्या करोगे next?
नहीं हुआ तो कुछ तो करेंगे ऐसा तो वापस तो घर तो नहीं जाएंगे कुछ तो जरूर करेंगे. पढ़ रहे हैं कि
A breeding ground for excellence, where the fear of failure is greater than the fear of death. Anjali had the courage to take her own life, but not enough to look her parents in the eye. It is this weight of expectation that drives Spurti to stay afloat.
So when you see everybody studying a lot, when you see everybody scoring this and that, so it builds up a pressure. It builds like, I want to get that. I want to get above her. I want to get above him. So that is the competitive feeling that comes.
But why is that a bad thing?
It is not a bad thing. But then for students who are at the top, it's very nice. They have a confidence. A student is preparing for 2 years or 3 years. For medicals, 4-5 years, repeaters are there. So 5 साल की मेहनत, you know, they're checking it in 3 hours. They have a 3 hours paper, that's it. So nobody knows that that student has a proper state of mind in that 3 hours.
The coaching institutes of Kota can help a welder's son to crack the IITs. And they make a lot of noise about it. But what about the other 99.4%? No one speaks about them.
Those who are expected to have top 10 ranks all India, are given a flat. They can call the faculty anytime, 24/7. They can call the faculty, ask doubts. The other students who are not able to reach that level, they have a feeling of inferiority complex. So that gives you depression.
That's a phenomenon. Best in, best out, garbage in, garbage out. So even IITs are doing the same.
It's the survival of the fittest, or the survival of the coaching institute that has deep pockets and zero ethics.
Like one of my friends was studying in an institute, and he was like the topper, really good. He has a good rank this year as well. So one of the institutes approaches the family, the student's family. They pay them money, a lot of money, to poach them to their institute so that the rank is published in their name.
The competition is so cutthroat that making friends, cell phones and even celebrating birthdays is considered taboo.
आपको मालूम आजकल कितना डिस्ट्रक्शन है, कलयुग है, कितना डिस्ट्रक्शन है. बहुत तरह के मॉल है, पिक्चर हॉल है, साइबर कैफे हैं, रेस्टोरेंट हैं, कई तरह की चीजें हैं, बाहर की और एक्टिविटी भी है. और ये बच्चे, ये उम्र जो होती है इसमें चंचलता ज्यादा होती है. अच्छा मन तो हावी नहीं रहता, वो तो दबोक के पानी खा रह जाता. बुरा मन जो कहता है ना, चल मस्ती करते हैं, पिक्चर देख के आते हैं, घूम के आते हैं, कहीं पिकनिक मनाते हैं, कहीं पार्टी कर लेते हैं.
It left 18-year-old Nibha with no one to confide in. A minor disagreement with her roommate was enough to send her over the edge.
There's this girl. She is from a remote area. So she falls in love with the boy. Some intimacy is there, and the girl gets pregnant. So the boy says, "Okay, I cannot do anything," and the girl doesn't have anywhere to go. So the only thing she's left with is committing a suicide.
Unable to adjust to Kota's culture shock, a distraught Lavi now needs counselling.
I like wearing shorts, skirts, dresses. तो यहाँ पे जो पॉपुलेशन है ज़्यादा वो आती है यूपी से, बिहार से, एमपी से. तो उस चीज़ में बहुत ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम आती है. पीपल दे जज यू.
सबसे पहले आपको वर्तमान में जीना पड़ेगा. अभी आपको
Jalandhar Singh, her counsellor, was one of many hired by coaching institutes after the spate of student suicides in the last 2 years.
लोनलीनेस महसूस करते हैं बच्चे कई बार, या होम सिकनेस काफी रहती है, और बच्चों के अंदर एक ऐसी प्रेशर, फैमिली प्रेशर भी काफी रहता है माँ बाप का कि देखो हम इतना पैसा लगा रहे हैं, आपको कुछ ना कुछ करना है. या बच्चे कई बार कुछ एवरेज होते हैं, उस कारण भी होता है. और विशेषकर यहाँ रहने में उनमें भी काफी दिक्कत है, जैसे पीजी वगैरह में भी काफी प्रॉब्लम्स आती हैं बच्चों को.
Understandably, the institutes have rested their defense on blaming the parents.
पेरेंट्स क्या करते हैं आजकल, थोड़ा एक्सप्रेशन ज्यादा हो गया, बस आइलैंड पे छोड़ दिया, कहीं भी छोड़ दिया, XYZ, अब वो जाने. ऐसा नहीं, क्योंकि सबसे ज्यादा अच्छा मोटिवेशन घर से मिलता है. हम मोटिवेट करते हैं, लेकिन सबसे ज्यादा नियरेस्ट कौन है? उनके पेरेंट्स. इससे पहले तो वहीं तो रहे, उनके संरक्षण में तो रहे. तो अगर वो पेरेंट्स से उनकी दूरी बढ़ जाएगी, या पेरेंट्स से बात करना कम कर देंगे, या बात करते बोलेंगे तेरे नंबर कम है से बात मत कर, तो बात खत्म हो जाएगी.
Fact is, Kota's 300 crore rupees coaching industry thrives on the typical Indian obsession with doctors and engineers. And catching them young is crucial to making big money.
आपका बच्चा कौन सी क्लास में है?
क्लास 8 में जाने वाला है.
तो वो आने को तैयार है, वो घर छोड़ने को तैयार है इतनी छोटी उम्र में?
तैयार है, वो भी तैयार है जाने आने के लिए.
Ranjan doesn't look very convinced for a government employee who's ready to pay 10 times his son's current school fees. Sending her 13-year-old away from home, his family, his school, his friends, entails a huge sacrifice that Ruby is reluctant to make.
थोड़ा मुश्किल होगा, लेकिन रहना तो पड़ेगा. बच्चा अच्छा बन जाए, उसके लिए कुछ तो आदमी को कुछ पाने के लिए कुछ खोना पड़ता है.
Ruby's son will essentially go to what is called a dummy school. Renita enrolled in one in class 11.
There is a lot of pressure because right after your 10th standard, you're spending your next 2 years entirely for coaching. So everyone expects you to really perform well, more than the people who come for coaching after their schooling.
So what's at stake? For Surjit, to open the first clinic in his village. For Sfurti, her doctor father's reputation. For Lavi, her mother's unfulfilled dream to become a doctor. For Renita, the 2 years of schooling she skipped. Thousands come to Kota each year. Not all who come here make it. It's the inability to accept that reality is what kills.
Oh. I think the main reason why those people, decided to take their lives because it's number one, it's a pressure, expectations of the parents. Something
There are a
like
lot
that.
of factors there,
Yeah.
man. And the thing that is very common in all of this is the stress that the students are put into.
Yes, of course.
Because, man, look, here in the Philippines, we also have some sort of some type of that mindset, that stressfulness that we get from our parents, to be able to finish school
Yes.
with whatever they think is right for you. There's really like only a few parents out there who looks at their child and says, do whatever
whatever you want.
that makes you happy. Don't go to a course that, although you know that it pays big, but if you're not comfortable with it, don't pursue it. There's only a few type of parents here in the Philippines that are like that.
Yes.
And I'm assuming in India as well, there are parents that say that to their kids, just so they can live happy lives, even if they don't have any, a lot of paying or a high pay salary when it comes to their future. But what struck me the most is you're willing to sacrifice. You're not even putting your child's interest at best. I mean, you're thinking about their future. You're thinking about making them, be successful so that they will have simpler lives rather than what they are living right now. But in order to be successful, you gotta first love your job.
Yeah.
You don't just go to a job, expect a high salary, and think, okay, I have a high salary, everything's gonna be better now. No, that's not the way to live. It doesn't matter if you have a high salary. If you hate your job, sooner or later you're gonna be like them. You're just gonna decide this ain't worth it. You gotta stop this.
Yes, because when I see this video, guys, the movie of the Three Idiots, it's popping in my mind because there's a scene that parents when
even when their child
first
is born,
when the child
they
is
already
born,
decided
they
what
already
they're
decided
gonna
like you will become an engineering.
Is that still common? Is that still common nowadays, guys? Let us know in the comment, man.
Yeah.
If you have parents that are still like that, or if you're parents yourself, if you're trying to, force your kid to be at this high-level institute without consulting them, just because you think you know
What's the best?
What is the best for them?
But the parents,
you don't.
as a parent, I understand because as a parents, they think of what's the best of their child. But don't forget that
The child has a mind of its own as well.
yes,
I mean, you
yes,
gotta nurture that. Look,
yes.
if they're in high school, if they're interested in something, don't deny them their dream. I mean, let them follow their dream, support them in their dream, and then think about it in the future. If my kid or if my child is happy with where he is right now,
Yes.
what he is doing, he's gonna be closer and closer to that successful life that you've been dreaming for him. Instead of forcing him to be an engineer, to be a doctor, to be whatever, just because it has a high pay rate, And yes, it does make your life better.
Better.
I mean, living-wise, financial-wise. But are you really certain that he will not commit anything or he won't do anything stupid
No.
when he's at that point? You're forcing, let's say if you're forcing a child to be an engineer, but he does not, or he doesn't have the mental capability to be an engineer, but you're just saying, you know what, you just need to study harder. That's not looking after your kid.
Yeah.
That's abusing them.
Yeah,
You're pointing your kid, or you're forcing your kid to be something for your own
for your
pride.
not for
Not for
your
the kid.
Yeah.
The kid will be like, I guarantee you, man, because I've met a lot of guys that are like this, that are now engineers. I have a lot of friends that are engineers as well. They keep saying, man, I got the degree. Yes, I did become an engineer for about 2 years, but then they just quit. They just used the money, and they followed their dreams. Why? They got up to that point until 28, 29, 30 years old. They did not respect their parents for that. They didn't matter if they became an engineer. It didn't matter to them if they had a high salary. They hated their parents because of that. They cursed their. I mean, that is something so freaking painful to hear. If you hear that from your kid, that even though he's an engineer now, you wasted or you put a lot of efforts for your kid to become an engineer, and then all of a sudden he just curses you. He hated you because of what you did to him. That's more painful to hear.
Yeah, it's so painful. Yeah.
Trust me.
Yes.
But anyways, man, this one is a dark episode.
Yes, this is a
I don't
dark
know.
episode.
Why did we react to this? This is so dark.
Yes, I'm searched, so
Anyways, guys, that was our reaction to why Kota kills. Basically, it's because of the stress, though.
yeah.
So, man, if you're in Kota right now, if you're aiming for what they are aiming right now, dude, if you need someone to talk to, let us know, man.
Yeah.
We do not want you to be part of these statistics right here. And we can get. and
Committed
we-
suicide is not
Yo, man,
what do you
look,
call it?
it's not an option.
Is that an option?
Look, man, I can speak to you guys because I also have depression as well.
Yeah.
Trying very hard to tune that out. Just by watching YouTube and then just doing these reactions with my wife, my kid, man. Look, if you need someone to talk to, let me know, man. My
Yeah.
Facebook will be my Facebook is also gonna be in the description or at the end of this video. If you want someone to talk to, man, you gotta let me know, man.
Yes.
But anyways, yes, that was our video. If you like it, let us know by hitting that like and let us know in the comment section what other videos you'd like us to react to next time.
Yes, and we hope you like this reaction video, guys. And thank you so much as always. So see you to our
I
next
really hope you like this video. This is so dark.
dark. So see you to my next video, guys.
See ya.
Bye.